We measure people, we judge them, we decide who they are. But do we get it right? And how do we do it? G'day and welcome to Small Steps Through Life. Today we're at Battle Hill Farm Forest Park and it's a beautiful day. I'm looking at how we measure people. And as I'm walking here, dressed as I normally would, in a jacket because it's cold, I was looking at the idea of how we decide that somebody's worth listening to. And I'm wearing this cool penguin hat because I'm showing the idea that, in fact, what we wear doesn't change our ideas. It doesn't represent who I am. I could be wearing a suit and walking the forest track. I could be wearing this and the cool hat and still have the same ideas to share with you. But we evaluate on the outside. We evaluate on what we see. It's a fast way of getting into approximately the right space, but it doesn't always work. If you were walking into a great seminar, or maybe your dentist, and he was wearing a hat like this, you would start to think, am I in the right place? Do I trust him? But if you thought about it, if you walked into a dentist and you're a kid and you saw this, you might think, he's doing what he can to make me feel at home. We judge to make our lives easier so that we have an idea of who we're dealing with, without having to spend years learning about the person. But it doesn't always mean we're right. So what could we do instead? Well, one of the things we can do is we can take that information in, see what they do, see what they say. And then as soon as they start talking, be ready to put that aside. If they come in wearing a hat like this, and then they talk about the idea of quantum physics, then immediately we can think, okay, they dress quite eccentrically, but I'm interested in quantum physics, so let's see where this goes. We get to choose to change how we view people. We can let that initial idea be superseded as we get more information, but only if we're willing to listen, to evaluate. You imagine if you came up to me and I said, I want to talk about, and the first thing you said was, I don't want to hear it. Anybody that wears a hat like that, I don't want to hear from them. Immediately, we've actually stopped the discussion before it can start. The decision on the basis of what I look like has immediately defeated the possibility of a connection. So next time you're out and about and you see somebody and you think, that's interesting, I'd like to get to hear about it, about something, and they wear a hat and you think, oh, I'm not sure, or whatever it is. Maybe it's a case of listen to the idea and then evaluate, rather than evaluate to decide whether you're going to consider the idea. Think about that, and on that note, I'm going to say, see you later.